Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be going over my top 10 guest characters that I would love to see in Mortal Kombat. Before we get into it, I know that obviously not all these characters are gonna get into Mortal Kombat 1, and I would be incredibly happy if even a couple of them got in. Without further ado, if you enjoy the content, hit that like, subscribe, ring that bell, share around, and let's get into it. So, at number 10, we have The Witcher, or Geralt. I mean, what can I say? He's brutal in all his games. He has a unique weapon, being his sword, which not many characters in Mortal Kombat do. I believe only Kenshi has a sword, if I'm not mistaken. And he also has his unique Witcher abilities, which altogether would make an incredible moveset. I believe he'd also fit in with the whole feel of Mortal Kombat 1 a lot, because this is a lot less technology focused like the last couple games, and more primitive and more just primitive and less technological stance in this game. Yeah, that's number 9, Geralt of Rivia, with a unique moveset featuring his sword and his Witcher abilities. On to the next one. At number 9, we have The Mask. I feel that Jim Carrey's The Mask would play an incredible character in the whole game. I mean, he would have such a diverse moveset, being able to use all his different weapons and guns, just pull them out from anywhere. I mean, the closest characters to him would be another character featured later on this list that uses a lot of weapons, as well as Aaron Black, which, I mean, is something. So, and I mean, he doesn't usually have that many. He doesn't have as many modern guns as the Mask would most likely have. Doom Guy would have more guns, obviously. But yeah, I mean, having all the guns and his wacky feel, I feel he would have a unique moveset, a fun moveset, and he would have awesome voice lines with other characters. So yeah, number 8 is The Mask. At number 8, we have Doom Guy. I feel that Doom Guy, to put it simply, would be an incredible character to have in Mortal Kombat 1. He has such a unique feel and such unique games, is incredibly gory. Like, he performs fatalities on every character he finds in the game. And I mean, I don't think it would be too much of a problem to have him get ripped apart by someone like Kenshi or Sub-Zero. And yeah, he would have such a diverse moveset using all the different weapons he uses throughout the Doom franchise. I just feel all around he would be such a fan favorite character and would be a very fun one at that. So yeah, number 8, Doom Guy. At number 7, we have the one and only Pennywise from the It 2018 movie. I think he would play pretty similarly to Johnny Cage, and how Johnny Cage has his whole hype meter, as we've seen almost a week ago now on the newest Kombat cast. I feel he would have a similar thing, kind of focusing more on fear and scaring the opponent, which, I mean, I know that's quite something for Mortal Kombat, but I think it would make such a unique moveset and make him feel diverse compared to everyone else in the roster. He probably used his hands, probably shapeshifting them into those claws he used in the movie when he turned into a spider. And he would definitely have some good fatalities, I'll tell you that too. Yeah, I mean, Pennywise for number 7. Yeah. At number 6, we have the Demogorgon. I am 100% sure this is not going to happen, but I mean, it would be my personal favorite, like, wish list character to get on this list. I feel he would have a unique moveset using his portals, his immense speed, durability, and strength to his advantage. And of course, it would be no problem having a Demogorgon get sliced in half by Scorpion. Unlike some character who, like 11, that would be very not okay for Mortal Kombat. So, I mean, yeah, I feel it's definitely my most wish list character on this list because I feel every other one, except for the honorable mentions, have a good shot of making it in. Yeah, I mean, number 6 is the Demogorgon. At number 5, we have the one and only, the king of horror, Michael Myers. What else do I need to say? It's Michael Myers. He performs fatality-like moves on every victim in every of his movies. Yeah, I think he would play faster than Jason and not as clanky. Because, I mean, I felt Jason was very clanky in MKX. Yeah, I mean, just simply, he'd have his kitchen knife, probably have a lot of endurance type abilities, probably some grabs here and there, and he could even utilize some weapons from other movies, like maybe the I think it was, in Halloween Kills, where he used to fight against the firefighters. I feel that would be a unique move, or that could be his grab. I mean, that would be a fun grab animation. Obviously, he wouldn't talk, as I mean, he's Michael Myers. And yeah, just overall, would 100% fit in with the gory nature of Mortal Kombat. Number 5, Michael Myers. And at number 4, we have Ash Williams from Evil Dead. I mean, he was already supposedly teased for Mortal Kombat 11. Obviously, that did not come to fruition, but I do hope it could come to fruition in this game. I mean, just the voice lines alone that he would have would be golden. I mean, that and his moveset could utilize different weapons that he uses attached to his decapitated hand. Like, he could use his chainsaw, he could use shotgun, he could maybe even utilize the Necronomicon, the demon book. And yeah, I mean, there's so many ways that NetherRealm could implement a moveset for him. And he'd have probably one of, if not the best voice lines of anyone in this game. At number 3, we have Ghostface. It's Ghostface. He's a slasher icon. I mean, he would be just awesome. I feel they'd also have a cameo version of Ghostface, so you could kind of use like Ghostface with Ghostface, as I mean, that'd be kind of sick. I feel he'd have awesome lines, probably with Johnny Cage, especially. Like his, what's your favorite scary movie voice line? I mean, that would be awesome. And yeah, having him as a cameo as well would kind of be able to establish the two killers as a character. Or if they really want to, they could go kind of like the route they have with Kenshi, is actually have it 2 ghost faces for the main character, and then either not include him as a cameo or include him as a cameo. That's up to them. But I feel that Ghostface would be a very fun and unique killer / playable character. Yeah, Ghostface for number 3. At number 2, we have John Wick. What do I gotta say? He's freaking John Wick. He's got an arsenal of guns and melee weapons, from nunchucks, swords, to pistols, shotguns, and dragon breath weapons. I mean, all around, I feel he would just be a very, very fun character to play. And I mean, I could even think he could maybe come with a premier or like some kind of legendary skin for Kenshi being Kane. So I mean, I think that would be neat because I mean, Kane is also blind. But I mean, yeah, I mean, John Wick, I feel he would be a very much a fan favorite character if he were to ever come into Mortal Kombat. I know Keanu has stated that he doesn't want any of his characters in Mortal Kombat, which is a little unfortunate, but you never know. It might change eventually. So yeah, John Wick is number 2. Now, on to honorable mentions. Just quick here. We have Pinhead, who I think could use his chains. I mean, he would have quite a fight with Scorpion. Battle of the Chains. Harley Quinn, who could be our first female guest fighter. I mean, there's not many female guest fighters that there could be, so I mean, she would be one of them. Venom / Carnage. I mean, I would feel Carnage would probably fit in more with gory side, but I could definitely see Venom being it too. And I don't think it would be a problem as it's through Sony and not Marvel. So could definitely happen. And speaking of Marvel, last but not least is Wolverine and Deadpool, who I think would come from the comics, which would have a much higher likelihood. But yeah, I mean, they'd be awesome. Wolverine would have an awesome moveset, and Deadpool would have some utmost hilarious lines. Now, at number 1, we have the one and only Kratos. Yeah, I know, he's already been in Mortal Kombat 9, but it's not going to be the same Kratos. It's going to be the older, wiser Kratos from God of War 2018 / God of War Ragnarok. He could use all 3 of his weapons, meaning the Leviathan Axe, the Blades of Chaos, and the Dropnir Spear, as well as he'd have a whole bunch of melee attacks with his fists, because, I mean, he was a Spartan warrior. Oh, actually, I'm pretty sure he was a Spartan general. So, I mean, he would obviously know many hand-to-hand fights as well, or attacks as well. I believe he would probably be, out of anyone, the most fitting in this more primitive-looking era of the Mortal Kombat. Because, I mean, as we say before, kind of with Geralt as well, he has a very primitive, like, look and style to him. As he doesn't use any guns or, like, nukes or rocket launchers. Just use plain old weapons. And it definitely seems that this Mortal Kombat 1 game, definitely going for a more primitive style, unlike Mortal Kombat X and 11 with their whole technological stuff. So, I mean, yeah, Kratos would be an awesome character to have in Mortal Kombat. And that is it for my top 10 characters, along with my honorable mentions. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know what your picks are below and what you think of my picks. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, ring that bell, and share around. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.